What's going on? Zach Adelstein here with Daily Edge Sports, bringing you another college football video. This video is going to go over it's the Friday slate for October 17th. Getting in this fun time of the year, football every night. Had some interesting games this week, kind of get into that MACtion, Sun Belt, some Conference USA stuff. And yeah, Friday night has a really, really nice slate. I think headed off, the best game will very much be Louisville at Miami. We also have a Minnesota Nebraska game in there, going on down there. We have Utah State, San Jose State. Yeah, a couple other games too. And moving on, North Carolina Cal, which is interesting just because North Carolina and everything's going on there. But yeah, looking at some of these games, have a lot of fun props, a lot of fun things to look at. Before we do, let's jump into Daily Edge Sports. Daily Edge Sports is going to bring you all of your pick'em needs. Our staff is putting down a ton of winning slips. CashKeg's been at it. Basketball starts in just a few days. I'm so excited for basketball. It's our most profitable time of the year. Everybody's kind of putting out lines there, a ton of different lines. Our tools are really locked in, ready to go. And yeah, just a really good time of the year to be in Daily Edge Sports. So if you're not there yet, head on over, get in on all the goods. And yeah, just going to have a really good season. Yeah, let's get into this Friday slate. So first place, I'm going to go one of the smaller games on the slate. Going to go over to this Utah State hosting San Jose State. Utah State is a 5.5-point favorite here with a 61.5-point total, so a nice high total. And I'm going to go to the tight end, Brock Lane. So you can see he kind of didn't do much until the past couple weeks, but he's really gone off the last couple weeks. His offense has kind of gone off the past couple weeks. Has 14 targets over the last 2 weeks. He has caught I believe 8 of those. I believe 10 of those. And he's averaging over a 16-yard ADOT. So he's getting a ton of yards down the field. Had 1 to 2 targets a week for a while, but they're just getting him much more involved, kind of change that offense over. And it's shown. I mean, look at these last 2 weeks, 48 yards, 98 yards against Vanderbilt. Just airing it out. And I love that. Love that for a tight end. San Jose State's been decent against tight ends, but they do give up a lot of yards. They do give up some points, and I think they're going to do it again here. This game's supposed to shoot out a little bit. I know it's a little bit bigger spread than we usually stay for shootouts, but a 61.5-point total is a big total. So yeah, I just really like this spot. Really like this player. I think he's going to get plenty of targets. Two catches here should really get him over this line. And he should get 4 to 5, 6 targets. 6 have been as low the past couple games. So yeah, just looking at this, really good spot for Brock Lane, over 29.5 receiving yards. Moving on over to the big game of the night, going to this Louisville Miami game. CJ Daniels been kind of inconsistent. Looking over since that Notre Dame game, you can see that Cook Bethune game. Obviously, they're not a big time school; they're an FCS school. USF had a decent game. Against Florida, only had 16 yards, but he had 7 targets, led the team in targets, caught 4 of those, wasn't going far downfield, but that was that game where kind of kept getting interceptions. They were running the ball a lot. And against Florida State last week, or a couple weeks ago now, excuse me, really big game, went off, 78 yards, best game of the season. I think he's going to have, 5, 6, 7 targets here. In the last 2 games, he's had his biggest target games of the year with 6 and 7 targets. ADOT is just under 10 yards with a 4.3 yards after catch. He's catching over 80% of his targets. If he gets 6 to 7 targets here, he should go over this line easily. Louisville does have a very good pass defense, but I do think that this is just a good spot. Louisville, I think, is going to stay in this game. They are 13.5-point dogs here. Louisville is, but I think this is going to be a closer game than that. And yeah, just really like this spot for one of the better receivers, number 2 in targets, but really getting a lot of work for this Miami team. Next place we're going to go is the other kind of big game here. Going to look at another receiving prop, Javon Tracy, over 32.5 yards. You can look back here. He's gone over this line in every game except that Ohio State game. Kind of an outlier, but I think Ohio State's going to be an outlier for a lot of these receivers. Just a great secondary. But he's gone over this mark in every game besides that. And in every FBS game, besides that Ohio State game, he has at least 4 targets. He has a 14.2 ADOT. He's getting some yards after the catch as well. Flash is just really low. Nebraska does, again, have a good pass defense as well. But for the second best receiver on this team, he's getting good yardage. You can see he goes over this regularly. I wouldn't, slam on a demon or anything for this play, but this is a nice, easily obtainable spot on the smaller slate. This is a team that likes to pass the ball a lot, and I do think this game is another one that they're going to have to air it out. They're a home dog. They're 7.5 point underdog over a touchdown. Nebraska can move the ball. They can run the air out of the ball, but this is two catches for Javon Tracy. Goes over this. Another spot I really like. Uh, yeah, just liking looking at that. Finally, gonna go to rush yards. Gonna go back to that later game. Gonna look at Bryson Barnes, quarterback for Utah State. Been running the ball a lot more. Almost went over this against Air Force and has gone over this the last 3 games. Had a decent game. Obviously, went over this against Vanderbilt. Nice game against Hawaii. Now he gets the San Jose State team, which has a decent defense. They're not the best run defense, but he likes to run the ball a lot. He averages over 10 carries a game, and that's non-sack carries. Last 3 weeks, he's averaged, looking at it, he's averaged 80 yards a game. Last 2 weeks, even take out that 120 performance against an FCS school, still averaging over 50 yards a week. He's getting the carries. He's only gotten sacked 6 times in those 3 games when he's really taken off. And he's getting the ball. He's running the ball. I think this is a good spot for him to go over this. I don't mind taking this down a little bit. That 24.5 is really enticing with some of the things he's done. You really get that extra game in there on the 5 slip, which we don't like to look at. But it just really gives him another little bit of safety. But for this slip, I'm gonna go 44.5. Yeah, that's our Friday night slip. So going back over to that, we have Brock Lane over 29.5 receiving yards. CJ Daniels over 49.5 receiving yards. Javon Tracy over 32.5 receiving yards. And then Bryson Barnes over 44.5 rush yards. Yeah, going there. Gonna come back with another video this week and have some over the weekend. Gonna have some slips up in our Discord, getting that going this week, and gonna have a really good week of football. Another really good week of football. If y'all aren't in Daily Edge Sports yet, get on over there. It's time to get over there. Basketball season is here. We are getting going, and we're gonna start really racking up the wins. So yeah, hope y'all have a really good rest of the week. Hope to see y'all on Saturday, and we will see y'all in another couple of videos. Peace.